Hey, I'm Yusef, and welcome to Good Games No One Played. Today's game is Brave, Disney's Brave. This is a licensed game to go along with the movie, so minor spoilers to the plot of the 2012 movie. So, I was excited for the movie. Merida is a pretty cool character for a Disney princess. She's not an alpha-level mutant, and she is a bit of a tomboy. They had a good dynamic with her mom, who is conservative and believes in the tradition of marrying off your princess to the strongest prince. The two clashed on principles, both unyielding, not given an inch, fire and ice, yin and yang. And then Merida's mom got turned into a bear. I mean, Merida gets caught in one of those be careful what you wish for scenarios and gets a potion to change her mom. And that is what happens. Bear. Also, there's a huge evil bear walking around the forest named Mordu that the movie has to keep reminding you exists. I mean, this is pretty much why the movie, as of this video, does not have a sequel. However, given Merida's skill set, she's a good character for a video game. The game is a twin-stick shooter where Merida can shoot 360 degrees around her, and she has a sword for melee attacks. Early on in the game, Merida gains amulets that give her the powers of earth, wind, water, and fire. Basic Avatar crap. When the enemies show up in the fighting areas, they have the weakness on top of their head, and you're supposed to shoot them with the weakness, which gets more challenging as they mix up the enemies in the fight arenas. You can also use the elemental arrows to help get you places that you can't get to otherwise. You have a bunch of different ways you can upgrade Merida, including a defensive role and a charged shot for each elemental ability, which will turn you from a consistent, annoying arrow-shooting character to some sort of elemental mage that sets things on fire, harasses them with bomb golems, freezes them, and blows them around. It has a two-player mode, too. If the second controller pushes start, they can follow you around as a blue wisp, and they get upgrades just like Merida does. But they are basically the Anna to the game's Elsa. The wisp is a little hard to see during the fights and has no bearing as far as the camera is concerned. Meaning, if the person playing Merida moves to a secret area fast, the camera will pan and lose the second player. The player will respawn close, but will lose energy. So I wish the game gave us one of the characters from the movie to play as. Maybe her father, Fergus, or any rando lady with a different hair color and outfit. On the other hand, I was able to play through the game with my children without consistently saying, "Come this way." So that was nice. It saved a lot of frustration. There are sections where Eleanor, the mother bear, comes out and you have to fight as her. Now, these sections are the worst, as all you have to do on any difficulty is mash the ground pound button until the section is over. There is also a little puzzle section involving Merida's 3 twin brothers that turned into bears. These sections I don't recommend when you're teaming up with a 3-year-old.
Stay there. I said stay there.
The game is a bit challenging on the hardest difficulty, and you can get all the in-world items in the first playthrough. You can also get all the achievements with a good amount of challenge. A fair warning though, you'll have to become accustomed to the roll evade, which doesn't interrupt move animations. So instead of rolling last minute like you would in most games, you would have to preemptively roll and then attack. Well, that's all I got. If you made it this far, thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe if you want to see more stuff. Leave comments if you have any suggestions on the games that nobody paid attention to that you felt were pretty good. See y'all next time. Peace. I got a little extra time, so I still want to talk about this this game, so if you guys will permit me to. If not, just whatever, cancel it. There's not going to be a video game plot summary on this. Just watch the movie, right? Anyway, yeah, the game was a trip for me because I had completed all the achievements in the game, but my save file was on a different Xbox 360 than the one I have in my room that I play with the kids on. And it's weird because you don't collect enough gold to buy all the upgrades in the first playthrough, but all the things that you can collect in world that is not gold is kind of easy to find in the playthrough. You know what I mean? Whenever there's a path that veers one way, you just try to pick the one that will lead to the treasure chests, and the treasure chests are sitting out there in the open glowing. It just takes a little bit of, mental acuity to pick them up. After going through the first time, I pretty much, anytime I pick this game up, which is maybe 3 times now, after I got the achievements, maybe 2 more, I've often been able to find, I've always been able to find everything in the stage. It tells you right before you get in there. Right before you start a stage, it lets you know how many things are in the stage. And then they're all in the same chests. So even if it tells you get a bow and a new sword and, something else, a new outfit and a tapestry. And tapestries are, just like Merida does when she rips the tapestry at the beginning of the movie. That's supposed to represent the bond between her and her mom. The game has you collect tapestries, and then when you collect all 6 pieces of any given tapestry, you get another upgrade, which I don't really like because that just basically stops you from getting upgrades through merit. You know what I mean? It's basically doling out upgrades at a slow pace as opposed to you gaining upgrades through a bunch of beatdowns, But whenever the game tells you you're gonna get a certain amount, then you just try to keep track in your head how many chests you need to grab, and then you know not to leave the stage until you get all the chests. Although it's fairly linear, so you just veer off to the corner or something, and then the camera will shift, and you'll be like, "Oh, there's a chest," It's once you're a long time gamer like me, you'll start to develop a spidey sense of things that you can pick up. Also, I have to admit, this game was really good playing with my kids. They seem to really want to play with me, and I didn't have to worry about getting held back. So now my 3-year-old feels like every game that I pick up should be a 2-player game, and she wants to help me every single time, and that's bad. I keep a healthy bunch of games around, like especially licensed games, because they're made for kids, so they'll allow the other players to be in there. But my 3-year-old just wants to be around. She doesn't actually contribute as much. Sometimes she does push a fight button or 2, but her hands are so small, her little hands are so small that she has a hard time moving her thumb over the joystick, which is really cute. Like, I get mad at her sometimes because she doesn't go up or down, but then I have to realize that she literally has to pull the joystick down with both of her fingers, whereas she can push the joystick up with one finger. But I guess when she gets bigger hands, then I can complain about her not doing that any other time. Just use your thumbs. But it's really cute watching or listening to her get excited, and her and her sister are all over the gameplay footage, that I'm going to post, or I probably would have posted by now. And it's really a joy listening to them while I'm editing, listening to the points they get excited and things like that, because they're all over my microphone. I put them on the side of me that has the mic on the headset, so Anyway, all right, now that's it. Thank you for listening to the extra part. If you did, I really enjoy this. Please comment if you like the game. I'm saying it again because I need to know if other people out there enjoy the games as much as I do. You know, there's nothing wrong with sitting around playing something that is easy, but it is easy because the gameplay is so tight. You know what I mean? I didn't have a problem utilizing Merida at all. I didn't have any complaints, which is, you know, except for the roll thing. But you didn't really need a defensive roll unless you were trying to get some achievements up in there. But yeah, you guys have fun. Peace.